if an employer has already bought 12 hours from your 24 hours a day, he is holding half of your life. Yes, well, to all my viewers who are listening to me, thank you so much for sticking around this channel. And if you know that you're still working abroad, you're among those people who have gone to look for greener pastures abroad, this video is basically made for you. This time, most of the people who work abroad, and actually not only abroad, but any employment field, we are always trying to give in time, to exchange our time for money. So, if an employer has already bought 12 hours from your 24 hours a day, he is holding half of your life. Those are 12 hours, he has already bought 12 hours, and you are remaining with only 12 hours. So, in any of your free time that you get, don't look for overtime. What is the advantage behind this? If you use the remaining time for your own personal development, it will help you to get away of running away from that employer and establishing a business or becoming self-employed on your own self. Most people who work abroad have challenges of doing businesses. It's very difficult to increase your earning from your salary when you are working abroad, because it's so hard for some people to establish a business home where we come from. So I'm going to share with you 5 business ideas that you can implement and make sure that you increase your earning when you are still working abroad. These are some of the skills that you need to learn, and others are just businesses that you need to use the salary that you get as your seed capital in order to get additional revenue at the end of the month. Number 1. Did you know that most of our colleagues in our workplaces always look for money to borrow? Like how borrowing and lending is done in our respective homes, at your workplace, there are people who are looking for that service and they don't know where to get it. So if you have saved part of your money, try to arrange. I'm not saying just borrow anyone that you see around your money. No, you will pick those few individuals that will be trusting with your strategic plan and rules that those people have to follow, and also give you security, and begin lending them part of your salary as they give you some interest. I know in some countries it is difficult, or it is haram. It's not allowed to lend money and get profits or interest from the money that you lend to the people. But people who are surrounding you will always need your assistance. So you can offer maybe 10%, 5% interest at the end of the month. You'll use that saving that you have to generate additional income at the end of the month if you are smart enough. I have done that business myself, so I know the tricks that people use to succeed in that business. Number 2, if you know tailoring skills. In most cases, people who work abroad, you find established tailors actually charge a lot of money. So people tend to look for these people who can just do small work for them, fitting clothes and doing some small stuff. So if part of your salary you can manage to buy a tailoring machine, and if you have the tailoring skills, or if you can acquire tailoring skills, I assure you at the end of the month you are going to be using that free time that you normally get to make additional amount of money without crying to your employer for an overtime or increase of salary. So tailoring can be one of those lucrative businesses or ideas that you can start at the comfort of your workplace, and you earn additional money on top of your salary. Number 3, hair cutting and design for female and women. Did you know that everybody among us, at worst, if you have delayed, you can take maybe 3 weeks or 2 weeks without cutting hair? Hair grows on everybody's head. And most people also, when you go to established salons outside there, whether for male or female, they charge more amount of money because their costs of operations are high, rent and employees and everything. But if you know hair cutting machine costs very little money. And hair styling skills for women also do not take a lot of time. You can learn those skills and it requires little capital for you to establish yourself and begin making additional money on top of your salary. Try to always make sure that you use skills and the time that you have for your own personal development so that you can get the knowledge that will help you get out of employment field. Most of us fear to leave employment and go home and start our own businesses because we don't have ideas about how businesses operate. But if you start trying to hustle to do some business when you are still at work, it will motivate you to actually leave workplace and go and establish yourself. Number 4, content creator, or even you can create an audience that you can monetize. Do you know most of travelers, you can begin showing your lifestyle or even your place where you work from or an area where you stay, and you'll begin earning money from that. So different social media platforms today pay content creators: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also today the most common one as TikTok. Creating content itself will create a lot of opportunities for you when you start your own business, and that will act as your marketing platform. So becoming a content creator itself will help you earn money from those respective platforms themselves, and also you'll be getting sponsorship from outside businesses. Number 5, social media management. There are a lot of people outside there who wants people to help them manage their emails, manage websites, manage their social media platforms. So you can take an online course about social media management so that you can be getting outside clients that will be helping during your free time to reply emails and also create content for those platforms that they have. Many companies outside there hire specific individuals in order to manage their Facebook account, their Twitter accounts, their YouTube, and everything. So if you are an expert on that, you have an upper hand of winning that job, and you will be doing that job at the comfort of your home during your free time. Well, my name is Michael. Thank you so much for listening to these tips. In the next video, I'm going to share with you businesses that you can start when you are still working abroad. A few business ideas that I'm still compiling, I'm going to share with you those ideas in my next video. If you are new here, kindly consider subscribing, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching and have a nice time. Bye-bye.